Sorry, I don't have time to explain. We've got to get you out of here. Listen, sir, this is your only chance. You are in terrible danger. I've got to get you to safety. My name is Professor Indiana Jones. It's nice to meet you. We've got to stop the end of the world. I'll try to hold him off as long as I can. I need you to get out. You're being very brave, but it's not necessary. I got this. I know I look like a professor. Well, I am a professor, but I'm also an archaeologist, and I do a little bit of treasure hunting, a little bit of tomb raiding, you might say. So you can go, and I'll take care of this. You're an explorer too? Wonderful. It's great. Always great to meet a colleague, but this is a really bad time. Look, here's what's going on. There is a thing out there that has awakened in the sands. It is a creature that has been alive for centuries, and it has powers that I cannot even begin to process. I thought that it was a mummy, but the sarcophagus was covered in a kind of technology. It was crazy to see. As soon as we opened it, I hope Short Round is okay. We got separated. This a companion of mine, a little thief that I met a long time ago, and he and I have been working together, but that's not important right now. What's important is that you need to get out of here. Okay, I'm going to try to explain this as simply as possible. We're talking about the end of the world. We're talking about an apocalypse. This guy has claimed that he is awakened. He was speaking in ancient Egypt, but I was able to piece it together. My pronunciation isn't great, but you know. You speak ancient Egypt too? Great. Well, then when you hear him shouting and right before he turns you into dust, you'll know what he's saying. He is trying to put together a group of superpowered individuals, those who have already great skill that he can use for his own. Now, I'm pretty familiar with the Bible myself. I've done a little bit of excavation with lost arks, with cups. It's a long story, but that's not important. What is important is that he is the basis for the 4 horsemen. And he is specifically trying to create the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. If he puts those together, he will be unstoppable. We have got to stop him. Richard, it's nice to meet you. Listen, Dick, can I call you Dick? Richard it is. Listen, Richard, we have got to get you out, because as soon as he comes through that door, my whip is the only thing in the way, and honestly, as good as I am with it, I don't know if it's going to do much good. No, I was giving a lecture in the local university when this all went down. I didn't even have a chance to change into my more adventurous clothing. But assure you, when he comes through, we are going to be in trouble. Stop him with what? You think you might know how to stop him? He what? That's not full power? He's weak right now? He decimated, and I'm not using that term liberally, 10% of all of the guards outside of the dig site were just sunk into the ground and destroyed immediately. He is so powerful, but he's not at his full power, you say, because he was woken early by me and my associates. All right, well, that's great to know. He's still more powerful than an entire army. What do we do about it? If we can drain his energy, make him weak, he'd have to retreat into that hibernation stage again because he hasn't fully regenerated. Okay, well, how do we do that? I mean, do we run a copper wire to him and ground him, or Kind of? Kind of. I don't understand. Listen, Richard, I want to go with this plan. I love this plan. I love having a plan, because usually I'm just making this up as I go along. But how are we going to drain an ancient creature of unknowable strength of their power? We have to leech it out. Well, that's fine, but again, Richard, you got to work with me. How do we do that? There's a woman who can do that. A woman who can actually drain powers? Fascinating. But where is she? She could be anywhere in the world. Who is this woman? She's called Rogue. Kind of like that name. And she's not far away? All right, well, do you happen to have a telephone number we can call, or is there a dispatch? How do we get in touch with her? We think really hard? I don't think that's gonna work, but okay. I'm thinking really hard. Oh, not her. Her teacher, her professor. Oh, a fellow professor. Fine, I'll try it. Professor Xavier. Professor Oh my God, that's weird. Oh. Yes. Yes. Yeah. They're coming. They're coming with Rogue. Hopefully they'll get here soon enough. I hope this will work. Maybe we can do something to hold them off. What were you doing here, Richard? You were exploring. You weren't raiding this tomb, were you? No. You were looking for a relic to go in the museum, right? You weren't finding it for yourself. Hey, it's between you and me, no judgments. But is there anything in here we could use? Is there weapons? Is there anything? There's a mummy? Well, I don't think he's going to be scared of a mummy. You're saying we could raise the mummy. Well, we already awakened one mummy and it didn't work out very well. This one's different. All right, I'm game. You want to try to raise one mummy to fight another mummy. All right, we can try it. Listen, when this is all over, I'd like to talk more to you. What is your full name? Lord Richard Croft. I think I've heard of you. You were at one of my auctions, I think. Yeah. Anyway, you want to try to raise a cursed mummy because he's going to attack this one. But then we'll have to deal with the cursed mummy later, but it might distract this one. You know what? I love this plan. Let's do it. How do we go about it? We just need to read the incantation. And you're not so good at ancient Egypt as far as reading. I got you. All right? I'm going to read this, and I really hope that it works. What was that rumbling? I think we're in a lot of trouble. I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to get you back to your family, Richard. You got a kid? That's great. Well, you can tell her you love her soon. We're going to make it out of here together. Hopefully this Xavier will be here soon. Hopefully we can get these two mummies to fight each other, and hopefully we'll survive the day. But whatever happens, we're going to do it together. You and me, Richard. We're going to go take care of that apocalypse outside. Let's go. Thank you so much for watching Roleplay Riot. If you do enjoy this cosplay, this was Ty was given to me by one of my wonderful viewers. Thank you, Doctor. You can go to roleplayriot.com to see my full Amazon wish list. And until then, make sure to cover your heart.